Alright, what's up people? This is SiTHFuRioN. Right now, Vikings, we're on episode 12, Murder Most Foul. Super quick, I apologise that this is going up a little bit late. Like, I won't go into too much detail, but it's been one hell of a manic fucking day so far. But we're going to get into this, episode 12. So, I'm not really going to do much of a recap because we all know what's going on, you know, we're all kind of at it. But they've gone back to England. I'm not too sure if we can trust Heckman. I don't know though, I really don't know. Right. One thing I do want to touch on is the whole ordeal of Bjorn being Rollo's son. I'm going to kind of like really chew this up. So if you want to skip to the reaction, I'll put the time down here. But basically, I don't think people really truly understands the aftershocks of that bomb being dropped. You know what I mean? Like, okay, let's really look at this like logically. If Rollo honestly believes that Bjorn is his son, it means that Rollo has had sex with Lagertha at some point. So the question comes into play. 1, was it when Lagertha was single? Or 2, was it when she was with Ragnar? And so for Ragnar to believe that it was his son, it must have been really, really close. I've been thinking about it and like, I like to kind of like tell a story in my head to try and figure out what might have happened. So the way I kind of like picture it as like what happened, okay? They're probably all partying, drinking, ready to like go raiding like the next day. It was established in season 1, I think it was like episode 1 or something, that she was a famous shield maiden. And she said was, and someone kind of like, oh no, she is a famous shield maiden. So I think before she got married and settled down with the farm, she was off like being famous as a shield maiden, you know what I mean? So I'm guessing they were all drinking, partying, ready to go raiding, and maybe Rollo has been chasing after her for so long and they finally hooked up, they slept together. You know, next morning there was some kind of like hiccup with the boats or whatever, and she ended up on this ship with Ragnar, and Rollo ended up on that ship. They're both going the same way, but whatever, storms and whatnot, they ended up going to different lands. And so they go raiding, they do what they do. They're probably gone for like a couple of months or something. And then maybe within like a week or two of being on land and raiding, Ragnar and Lagertha, they hook up. You know, and then while they're out raiding, some time's gone by and Lagertha finds out that she's pregnant. Ragnar automatically assumes that it's his, not knowing that the night before that they set sail, her and Rollo slept together. And maybe even Lagertha isn't 100% sure at that precise moment that it is Ragnar's or Rollo's. She doesn't know. But Ragnar does the right thing, they get married and you know, they have the baby, some time goes by, she gets pregnant again with Gita, and then we meet him and they start sailing west, and right. So if that's the case, Rollo has always desired her, and he thinks about that one night that they were together, and that was it. So it's like, okay, if that's the way that it happened, then okay. But if Lagertha was with Ragnar, and it was just some night when Ragnar was off raiding or something and they ended up hooking up, I mean, that is like, oh my god, man. It's like, how fucking dare you, Lagertha, act the way that you did when he cheated on you with fucking Auslag? How dare you? And then a couple of years later come back and kill the woman. How dare you? And then to top it off, this whole time you've been lying about who the father is. I feel like I'm watching an episode of fucking Jeremy Kyle. Like, what the fuck? So it all comes down to that simple fact. Was she single or was she with Ragnar when she got pregnant? You know what I mean? Either way, it doesn't really paint her in a good light. Like I said, if she cheated on him, then it's like, how fucking dare you act the way that you have? You know what I mean? How dare you? It's so, it paints us as like such a hypocrite and a liar that she has lied to Ragnar for all these years. But then if she was single, and like maybe you could play the card that she weren't 100% sure who the father was. But the fact that they had that conversation, and yes, granted it was deleted, so maybe you could say that that's void. It's not the law. But just the look on her face last week when Rollo brought it up. He was like, he brought it up and she stood there like a little child who's been told off for doing something wrong, and the child knows that it's in the wrong. It was like, you know you've been lying all this time. It don't paint her in a good light at all. It's fucked up, man. The after effects, the aftershocks, the damage that this could do. Plus, if it is the truth, why did Odin come to see Bjorn when Ragnar died? My friend said that to me over the weekend. Well, why did Odin go to see Bjorn if Bjorn is Rollo's son? And I said, well, Ragnar raised him. If he's not his natural born son, then it's still his son. Ragnar raised him like he was his own. But you could say that Odin was there just to see Fitzek. Plus, I need to bring this up, right? But Bjorn, the acting choice that we've seen over the last couple of episodes, even end of like last season, season 5A, right? Bjorn has never really acted like Ragnar. When Ragnar was alive, he wasn't doing this whole... No, but lately, like, okay, granted, like being around somebody growing up, you pick up certain types of characteristics and mannerisms, but technically, Bjorn didn't really grow up around Ragnar. He went with Lagertha for many, many years. Plus, if you think back to season 4, Bjorn was his own character. He had his own mannerisms, his own thing. But since Ragnar died, especially last week, I noticed it more than ever last week. With the way that he talks, everything seems to be emphasized like Ragnar used, and it's like, Bjorn, what are you doing? Like, why have you chosen that as a way to deliver the dialogue? Who gave you that advice? Like, for me, like, if they really want to play this card of Bjorn is actually Rollo's son, then okay. And I get it, like, from a director, producer kind of standpoint, it's like, well, everybody loved Ragnar. Every one of our viewers loves Ragnar, and the show might feel a bit empty without him. So maybe if we get one of his sons to kind of act like him a little bit, maybe he could kind of fill that kind of hole of Travis not being in the show anymore. You know, just a little bit. Not too heavy, but just a little bit. I personally think the bad choice is letting Bjorn do it. If you ask me, it should be Ube. I mean, Ube is coming into his own. And from what we saw of like the previews and stuff, him and King Alfred are going to become like kind of close. They train together and learn together. And I don't think we've spent a lot of time with Ube. So I think going into the future, if we bring his character out more, and he started acting a bit more like Ragnar, I think that would be cool because his character can grow and evolve. You know what I mean? Well, Bjorn, I think that character has already been established now. He's become a man. He killed a bear. Like, you know, he got revenge for his father. So why the flip now? Why the Ragnar impersonation? If you get what I'm saying. I don't know, man. I really don't know. Like, I did watch a interview of God, names, man. The actors who play Bjorn and Ivar, they were doing like an interview, and they blatantly said that the writing is sometimes influenced by fan theories. And I think that's where this has come into play, that it's been a fan theory, people's like kind of talked about it. I've seen it a few times in the comments, and I just thought, no, it's stupid, of course. I guess now it's in the show, it's got some weight. You know what I mean? Even if Rollo is wrong, and Bjorn truly is Ragnar's son, for Rollo to think that, it means that he has fucked Lagertha at some point. Or maybe, because it was like a thing back then, like maybe before Ragnar and Lagertha got married, maybe they got married after she found out she got pregnant. But, I mean, you might never know. Ragnar might have shared his bed with Rollo and her. Like season 1, they was winning for fucking Athelstan to come and join them. You know what I mean? So like you never know. You never know. So I'm hoping at some point Bjorn is gonna have a little one-on-one time with his mum, and you know, he's gonna ask her what happened. You know what I mean? And all we need is just a little bit of dialogue, just a little something, so we know where we stand with Lagertha. You know what I mean? But I think that's probably the more likely. I don't know. But it would be nice to have some type of clarification going into the future. You know what I mean? Okay, we're gonna get into this. God, that's gonna be a nightmare to edit, man. But I just felt like I needed to, you know, get it out and yeah. Okay, so this one is called Murder Most Foul. Let's do this, man. Okay. Picking up straight from where we left off, yeah?
And I cannot believe the famous Lagertha has proved to be a fool for love.
Well, you have never been a fool for love. Have you, Bjorn?
What? What was that comment for? Isn't Torvi sleeping with Ube now? I propose it. Trying to take shots at Bjorn, what the fuck? Is it a setup or... I can't read him. I can't read him. He's such of like a real intense actor. Like everything he says is dramatic. So I can't read him. I don't know if he's genuinely being honest or he's like trying to set them all up. What?
I'm aware of who you are. I'm not foolish enough not to recognize your potential for my kingdom. If you were willing to fight with us against the armies of your countrymen.
We may, on the condition that you allow us to settle in the part of East Anglia King Ekbert gave to us.
I have every intention of honoring my grandfather's pledges. But first you must demonstrate your worth and your loyalty to our cause in battle.
We have a legal right to that land.
We accept your offer.
I am glad. So, as long as we are allies and friends, you are free to use the royal villa as you wish. My servants are also your servants. My kitchens and cellars are there for your use.
Okay.
I believe you have 2 young children with you. Let us have a care for them also.
Thank you, Lord King.
We have fought against you, and now we shall fight together with you. I know my grandfather, King Ekbert, would approve, for I know the love he bore King Ragnar.
See, I wonder if the conversation...
Can I trust them?
You can trust Lagertha.
Okay, real quick, right? I wonder if the conversation of Athelstan is going to come up at some point. Because, of course, Bjorn and Lagertha both knew him. Like, do they even know, like, that's Athelstan's son? Like, oh, man, I hope a conversation comes up, man.
My dear people, I have chosen this woman to be my new wife. Her name is Freydis, and soon you will all know her as your new queen of Kattegat.
I don't trust her, man. I really don't.
This is all about the kingship. He takes a wife, produces an heir. And then, in his eyes, Kattegat is his forever.
A good plan, except for one thing.
What thing?
He can't produce children. He is boneless.
Wow. Kind of brings a whole new meaning to his name now, don't it? Ivar the Boneless, because he can't, you know. Ooh, I can't. Ooh, I neither can he, so. I'm just thinking about that scene when he had all the blood on his face, like, I'm Ivar the Boneless. Okay, I'm missing the episode. Whew.
I want you.
Ow, 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 okay. 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 Okay, we need to focus. Okay, he's an evil, nasty character. Come on. I would be too if I was boneless.
But listen to me. To me, you are a god.
Okay.
Above
Okay.
all men.
Oh.
Above all others. The gods made you. Ivar. You are a god. All you have to do is believe. By your blood, I will bear you a child. A
What?
son. And he too will be a god. Like you.
Yeah, I don't know if that actually works. I don't think you can get pregnant that way, love. I don't trust her, man. What's you gonna go do? Just go and, like, fuck some other guy and get pregnant and claim it's his?
I'm Sherman's true bishop, not you. You are a hypocrite and should step aside before the Lord finds you out.
Man, he's such a fucking intense guy, isn't he?
And so you and these others would seek Alfred's overthrow.
Egmont, I did not say so.
You did not have to.
Our interview's over.
Okay.
I'm sorry your journey here was fruitless. I am Bishop of Sherborne and will remain so.
Okay. We're starting to gather in now that there are people aligning together against King Alfred. Okay.
I was lying to entice you all to come here for my own selfish reasons. Or because I am insane. Perhaps they are right. What if I never saw the gods? What if it was all in my head? What if Uber was right? Perhaps I'm just a crazy old fool after all. The gods are not here. They're not here.
Seeing Floki upset hurts me, man. What did I say? Wow. Wow. This bitch.
Princess Elspeth.
Princess
My lady,
Elspeth.
welcome to Wessex. May I introduce you to my eldest son, Prince Ethelred. My lord.
You must come inside and rest. And later, you'll meet the king.
Future bride, yeah? Because she said that she would handle it, right?
My grandfather had no authority to grant you any land. He had already relinquished the throne to my father, who was crowned here a few days before you arrived.
Yeah.
So it was all just a lie.
I'm being more honest with you than you've any right to expect. You have thrown yourself upon my mercy. So do not presume any more upon my charity. When I can, I will grant you that land. In the meantime, I must go and meet my future wife.
Yeah. Okay. See, like right now, he's got so many. Like, of course, he knows that there's people plotting against him, so he can't really add to give them reasons to try and overthrow him. You know what I mean? It's bad enough that he's actually took the Vikings in, but to like give them land and everything, he's gonna end up with a fucking dagger in his back at some point. You know?
You ought to know. The Archbishop of Canterbury summoned a Holy Synod. Not for to discuss your attacks on the church and your harboring of pagans in the royal villa. You must take this seriously, Alfred. They are not the only voices raised against you.
Yeah, look at them whispering. Fucking snakes, man. Fucking snakes, man. Like Egbert would have come up with some plan to get rid of him, you know what I mean? You're getting spied on, man. By a one-eyed Woody. Them two's gonna start coming together, man.
Some wine.
Ragnar's true son and Athelson's son. Man.
So what are we supposed to do?
A concilium. You could publicly renounce your pagan gods and be baptized as a Christian.
I can't imagine Bjorn would ever agree to that.
I'm not talking about Bjorn.
Yep.
I am with child.
Really?
I am with child.
What?
With your
Oh,
child.
kid, don't.
I love you.
Oh my God. Oh no, Ivar, don't. What in the fuck? Nah. This ain't real. Nah, okay. Okay. I was gonna say, what in the actual fuck? It's like, come on, Ivar, don't get played, man. I've seen guys get trapped before, but you haven't even had sex with them, man. I know Ragnar was slapping around the back of the head like, don't be stupid. Oh, man. See, I don't get the point of her character now. Well, at all. Unless she's gonna just start some more shit, you know?
Ivar is not kind. He is not kind to you. In the end, he will kill you. So the only choice, my love, is to kill him first.
Wow.
You are not a coward, are you? If you kill Ivar, then I will be queen. And everything will be all right.
Wow.
Don't let me down. You have to do it. And don't think I'm mad. I'm not mad.
No, you're just fucking insane. That's what it is. Nut job. I think she might end up causing some serious shit, man.
He is not kind.
Leave me alone. I can have my own thoughts.
If you insist.
If you insist. The fuck, man. Oh.
You're Bjorn Ironside.
I am.
I think Bjorn is thinking the same thing I'm thinking. Yep. She wants some Viking in her. She wants to taste a bit of Viking, you know what I mean? Oh my God. Wow. I'm kind of cool with this. It's not like she's actually like engaged or whatever. Like, I'm kind of cool with this, man. Hold on. The seer's prophecy. About one will marry a princess. Right? There was like some prophecy like he will sail a sea with no tides and he will marry a princess or something, right? Could this be the princess? And if he marries an English princess, that's really going to give him some leeway in England, right? But then again, like what is she a princess of?
Shouldn't be here.
Why not?
God will punish me.
My gods won't punish you.
Maybe soon. I'm like in like a weird mood today, man. I'm sorry, but oh my god. Now what the fuck's going on here? What? Really?
It's not worth killing me. I'm harmless. I'm mad about regret.
Oh my god. Ivar sent some men to kill her. What in the fuck?
Thus your sins are multiplied, and your king and master must learn the truth. Cuthred.
That background music, that's from the opening scene, episode 1, season 1, where the lightning hits the tree and it pans down to Ragnar, and you hear, go back and check it, man. Oh, you're fucked, mate. He's gonna come and fuck you up.
My Lord Hickman, what has brought you here? You know...
Hickman, this is how the world will end. No, just your world.
Oh, shit! Wow. Wow. I didn't think he was gonna kill him. I thought he was just gonna fuck him up a little.
In nomine Patri, et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti. Amen.
Wow. He's kind of a badass motherfucker, man, isn't he? Oh, no. No. But he's just so intense. Like I said, it's like I can't get a read of him. I really can't get a read of him. It's like everything he says, regardless of what he's saying, is delivered kind of in the exact same way. The same type of intensity and like just focus. Like, okay, like one scene that just about to go into battle. And he's kind of like talking and he's like, we shall come to you, show you no mercy. You will feel the full force of my vengeance and my sword will be covered in your blood. And then the next scene, he's talking to a woman and he's like, you are my life. You are my everything. I want you and nothing more but you. You are my sun, my moon, my stars, my everything, my love. And it's like, what the, I can't, I don't know what you're saying to me. Like, you're just one way. It's like, what the fuck? But so far, he generally seems, well, as much as you can tell, he generally seems like he's on Lagertha's side. But then the prophecy that the seer gave her about how you will be slayed by a trickster or something, right? That was Calf, right? I'm pretty sure that prophecy has already happened, right? Like, I did read one comment, like, someone said that he's working for Ivar, but then the same thing still kind of applies. It's like he's working for the Northmen in some type of way. You know, he's got some alliance with the Northmen. So why would he have a alliance with Ivar? Like, no, I think he generally loves her. I don't know. I really don't know. But I'm pretty sure, right, talking about prophecies, I'm pretty damn sure the seer said that Bjorn would marry a princess. Because season 5A, when they're out in the desert and shit, like, I thought maybe we'll meet the princess around there, like, but no, could she be the princess? Like, I'm not too sure if they actually said, like, where she's a princess of, like, what piece of land. I mean, surely if Bjorn was to marry her, like it would have some stake over some land or something, right? Yeah, Margaret has died. I'm not like, I'm not happy really. Like, I'm not sad. It's like, just like, what's the point of her character apart from just to stir shit with Lagertha, and then she went mad, and I don't know. I think they could have done a bit more with her character in this season, but then again, we don't know what's the actual plan. But she could have stirred up so much shit for Ivar, and Ivar's new wife, the Queen, and Margaret could have had a little beef, you know what I mean? And then killed Margaret off on like episode 5 or 6 or something. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what's planned for like the rest of the season, but yeah, I really hope some type of dialogue kind of comes up about Atherstone. I don't know if Judith will actually say something to Lagertha, like maybe she'll say to her like, he's Atherstone's son. Or maybe someone will make some comment about how he's not the true son of Athelwulf, and you know, and that he's the son of a priest called Atherstone. You know what I mean? Who's like, what? I just hope that there's something to establish who Alfred is, and Lagertha and Bjorn, you know, something there. There's got to be something there at some point. But if Bjorn ends up with that princess, but then again, I don't know if Alfred will be too pissed off about it, because it's not like he actually wants it. You know, it's not like he was all like, oh my God, you're beautiful. Like, he, like, you know, like my mum's arranged this, like, like a mum was arranged a date, like, oh my God, mum. Oh my God, man. I could be completely wrong with this, but I'm just going to throw it out, just a random theory. But I think maybe Alfred might end up being gay. I'm just going to put it out there. I'm not sure. Just certain things, just maybe it's just the way that the actors like portraying the character or what, but just I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But I thought stuff in the past, and I thought, no, I'm not going to say anything. That's stupid. But then it happens. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to throw it out there. It probably won't happen. It probably won't happen. I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't fancy her. Maybe she's not his type. Or maybe, you know, she's not his type. You know? I don't know. And Ivar, like, if he honestly believes that child is his, and I know to a certain degree he's going to think the gods, you know, cut my hand, she tasted my blood, and now she's pregnant. The gods, and, you know, come on, man. If he honestly believes... Wasn't there some dialogue with Ivar and Heckman about how Jesus Christ was born, and there was something about his mother Mary was still a virgin or something? You know, wasn't there some dialogue about that? Or am I reading into things a bit too much? That Ivar might see some type of parallel between the religions, and that this child is kind of like a immaculate conception type of thing. You know what I mean? But really, his fucking wife is a lying slut. Oh my God. And man, the whole boneless. Like I said, it brings a whole new meaning to his name now, don't it? Ivar the Boneless. It's meant to be a feared name, but... Oh man. Gotta stop thinking about it. Not that I'm thinking about Ivar's dick, I'm saying like... Oh, I'm Ivar the Boneless. That's Ivar, like, if you lived in this day and age, there's fucking medication for that now, you know? So I wonder how many other reactors make some joke or comment or something about that. I'm sure I can't be the only one who laughed at that shit. My sides was actually hurting, man. Such a good episode, man. Actually really good. It's interesting, like, being back in England and seeing them interacting. Ube, like, I don't know if he's actually going to do it. He might. I don't know. He seems a lot like Ragnar on the basis of he kind of craves knowledge, like he wants to know. You know what I mean? And maybe like in that interview thing, they said that like he teaches Alfred the old ways, and Alfred teaches him the new ways of like the Western world and stuff. So maybe he'll do it. Maybe he will do it and learn. And yeah, like it's not the end of the world. You know what I mean? If you become Christian and you get baptized and everything. Like I mean, like fucking Ragnar did it. And granted, he did it in hopes to see Athelstan again, but what, a few days later, he was sticking a fucking knife into that priest's neck, you know what I mean? Like, well, the bishop or whatever. And then Rollo's the only other one who's did it, and look how he's turned out. But yeah, I want some dialogue with Bjorn and Lagertha finding out who Alpha's father is. And I also want to see more of Uber and Alfred spending time together. Like when I look at Uber, I honestly see Ragnar season 1. His face like kind of wide and kind of excited to go out and do shit, and eyes, you know what I mean? Like I get that same vibe. So I really hope Uber is going to be like Ragnar 2.0, but kind of take it to a whole new level. You know what I mean? Like the next few seasons, just, man, no one's ever going to like beat Travis and overshadow his character. Never going to happen. But gonna be interesting, man. Gonna be interesting. Yeah, I give this video a thumb up if you like it. Comment down below, let me know what you think, and subscribe if you haven't already, man. All right, I've been SiTHFuRioN. I'll catch you in the next one, man.